Hey, good morning, Professor. My name is Andres Hernandez, and today I'll be presenting my research paper based on the ethical and global implications of privacy on the internet, especially in the India and the USA. So, the internet has become an integral part of our daily lives, and with the rapid advancements in technology, the issue of online privacy has become one of the most pressing challenges of the 21st century. So, this presentation will explore how technology has gained a big concern in the internet. So as well, we'll examine the ethical and geopolitical consequences of the data collection, surveillance programs, and the balance between privacy rights and national security. So I'll start giving a brief concept of the internet privacy. So this refers to an individual's ability to control and protect their personal information from unauthorized access. As technology has advanced, we've seen dramatic increase in data collection, driven by governments, corporations, and even individuals. The rise of big data and biometric technologies has made our personal information more vulnerable than ever, from online activities to physical biometric information. Individuals' data is constantly being gathered by both private companies and governments. While these technologies offer convenience and efficiency, they also raise critical questions about the right privacy, consent, and the extent to which personal information should be shared. So this brings us to our next topic, which is the ethical analysis. So I decided to highlight three ethical issues, which I will start with the ontological ethic. So this emphasis that individuals should be treated as ends in themselves, not merely as means to an end, in which we have the case of the India's Aadhaar system. Millions of citizens have provided their biometric data for purposes such as government services and welfare programs. However, concerns over consent and transparency have surfaced as many individuals were enrolled without fully understanding how their data will be used or protected. So this issue, like this ethical issue, shows the lack of transparency and potential misuse of data that violates their privacy rights. So the system treats individuals' data as tool for efficiency rather than respecting their autonomy and dignity. So now we'll be moving to the next ethical issue, which is the utilitarian perspective. For from a utilitarian point of view, the ethical value of actions is determined by their outcomes. While the Aadhaar system aims to reduce fraud and improve public service delivery, these benefits comes to a cost. The question is, so do the benefit of efficiency and inclusivity outweigh the privacy risk, such as data breaches or profiling? So this suggests that the answer is not so clear out. The system flaws, including security vulnerabilities and the potential for discrimination, might have harmful effects that outweigh the possible society outcomes. Therefore, we must assess whether the trade off between privacy and security is justifiable. So, now let's move to the last ethical issue, which is the virtue ethic. So, virtue ethic focuses on the character and integrity of the decision makers rather than the outcomes of their actions. In the case of mass surveillance programs like the NASA Prism, the lack of transparency and accountability undermines public trust. Surveillance activities that are conducted without adequate checks and balance violate the virtues of honesty and respect for privacy, which are essentials for functioning democracy. So this ethic highlights the need of surveillance programs to operate with integrity, ensuring they align with the democratic values and the protection of individual rights. Having discussed these ethical issues, we're gonna move out next to our next topic, which is global analysis. So I'll start digging into privacy issues in India. So India has made significant progress in getting into in economy and services with the initiative like Digital India aimed at improving access to service and reducing fraud. However, the Aadhaar system, which collects biometric data from over a billion people, has raised concern about privacy and data security. Despite its potential to streamline government services, the centralized storage of such a sensitive personal data makes it vulnerable to breach and misissue. However, the lack of comprehensive data protection laws in India exacerbates these concerns, leaving citizens as at risk of privacy violations. As we've seen how this issue has affected India, we're gonna transition of how in the U.S. is working. So in the United States, privacy concerns are influenced by the conflict between national security and individual freedoms. So such as programs like PRISM have sparked debates about the balance between surveillance and privacy and personal freedom. Unlike India, the US lacks a comprehensive federal privacy law, which has resulted in fragments approach to data protection. Additional, the rise of data brokers, company that collect so data brokers are companies that collect and sell personal information, raises significant ethical concerns about consent and transparency. So these brokers often compile detailed profiles of individuals without their knowledge, posing a threat to personal privacy. So next, I'll show a video of how important it's is the privacy for people. So I want to illustrate with the video the ethical dilemmas surrounding privacy. I would like to show a brief segment of the video, the ethics of data personal and data privacy, in a video that possesses the important question of how people value their data. So I'm gonna play it right.
Personal data is phenomenal because it really does offer insight into people's desires. You look at something like a search engine, and a search engine is a classic intention machine. What is it that somebody wants to get?
Any hardware that I buy, I always switch off location services.
My big fear is location data being accessed by the wrong people.
Information that changes my status within a system, I'm uncomfortable with. That changes, for example, the stuff that's advertised at me.
Now that we've seen the video, so let's talk about some recommendations that might improve our privacy protection. So first, we kind of start with stronger data protection laws. So governments should introduce clear regulations on data collection, processing, and sharing with restricted penalties for violation. Encourage privacy preserving technologies. Support the development of technologies like end-to-end encryption and this decentralized data storage that give users more control over their data. Global standards for privacy. Nations should collaborate to create uniform privacy standards that balance national security concerns with individual privacy rights. Corporate responsibilities. Companies must adopt ethical standards that prioritize user consent and data minimization. Public awareness and education. Governments should raise public awareness about privacy rights and the risk of online data collection. Privacy education should be integrated into schools' curricula to help future generations to understand the importance of safeguarding personal information. And to conclude this presentation, internet privacy is a critical issue that requires coordinated global action as technology continues to evolve. It is essential to ensure that privacy rights are not compromised in the name of security or convenience. By implementing in stronger laws, encouraging privacy preserving technologies, and fostering international collaborations, we can create a digital world that where privacy is respected and protected together. Together, we can find the right balance between security, innovation, and individual rights to build a more ethical security online environment. Thank you for your time.